Okay, so here's a quick look at Kuhl's Italian knit flannel shirt. I never really know how to pronounce Kuhl, or yeah, it's probably cool, right? Anyway, this is their Italian knit shirt, and it's not really what you expect. And I want to explain why it's not what you expect and why it's better than you expect. So my guess is that the material itself is not a thick flannel, not even in the slightest. You probably see just my finger under here. It's actually a relatively thick, thin material, which means you can use it. This is probably a 3-season shirt. You can probably wear this all the year round except for the summer. So I'd say this is probably a 3-season shirt. The yarn itself, unlike a flannel shirt, is very stretchy, which means the fit on this is much more snug and much more flattering. Although if you like that European cut, which obviously you can tell by my voice I do, but if you want something a little bit more used to traditional cut, I would suggest potentially going one size up than they're recommended on their site. They've got a kind of groovy little pocket inside, which almost implies it's a jacket, but it definitely isn't. And then this stretch fabric has a really good fit, and in particular it's cut in such a way that you've got lots of freedom of movement around the areas that move, like where your elbows are and that kind of thing. So for me, the surprise with this one is the sheer amount of stretch and the fact that it's much thinner than you would expect it to be. But the yarn itself, I'm guessing, is a combination of wool and with maybe something stretchy in it like lycra, just to give it that stretch, but also that. It's done the baby sick test with me and the snot and all the child stuff and all the outdoor stuff. It doesn't seem to snag in any way. I've washed it a couple of times. It doesn't seem to bobble anyway, which is often a sign of a really good quality shirt. And like I say, because it's much thinner than you expect, you can probably get more wear out of it. So I would say you're probably looking at I don't know, yeah, definitely, autumn or fall all the way into winter, throughout winter and into early spring as well. So you'll get more wear out of the shirt than you realise. So there you go. There's a quick look at their Italian knit flannel shirt, which really isn't that flannelly, but is a fantastic shirt.